And what is a paradox? Can you give us a bit of language around that?
Yes. So here's how we define it. We think about tensions as the tug of wars we feel. So your listeners could just imagine, what am I struggling with at the moment? What's the challenge that I'm facing? It could be a career challenge. Should I stay in my career? Should I move? It could be a parenting challenge or a partnering challenge. How do I parent my children to both enable them to have more flexibility and autonomy, but at the same time have a bit of discipline? It could be a challenge, as I said, with partner. It could be a challenge with leadership. How do I think about moving into this whole next phase of innovation, but at the same time worrying about my employees and my employees' welfare and their roles? So imagine the tensions that we feel. Those are the tensions, those tug of wars, those feelings. We tend to frame those tensions as dilemmas, as we've got to choose one or the other, this choice between either option. That's how they come to us. That's how we experience them. So what am I going to do for my career? We feel like we have to make a choice. And so we frame it as a dilemma, a trade-off, an either or. Yeah. What we would argue is that that's the way those tensions present themselves. But if we sort of peel back a layer and look underneath those tensions, that's where you'll find these enduring paradoxes. And by paradox, we mean these opposing forces, these opposites that are also interdependent, that define each other. And we like, to the point of Eastern philosophy, we like to use the yin yang as an image, right? Yeah. That there are these opposite forces that feel like they can't go together, that feel absurd going together, and yet they define each other. And what we would say is peel back any dilemma that we face, and underneath it will be this ongoing, persistent, interdependent opposite. So